Hi everyone, welcome to Amaranth. These are general messages for the collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placement. Let's get into it. So the first card you have, Pisces, is the Playful Penguin, and it further says whimsy, community, loyalty. Further down it says, sanguine spirit of the snow, teach me the value of family and friends. All right, so there's a cute, charming, there's a waddling penguin out here. It doesn't show like what it's doing, but I feel that as a penguin, it would love to just glide and slide on ice, be very playful. And of course, for you Pisceans, you guys are so dreamy and so from the heart space, Neptunian, empathic, and all of those spiritual energies come with 12th house. You might be, trying to bring in more joy or be in places where you can actually feel good. Sorry about that. So finding, finding ways of just connecting with people and just getting creative with things, or maybe celebrating and, using your unique abilities of creative abilities. And 12th house Pisceans are extremely intelligent because there's an element of Mercury also that plays out. So you're highly intelligent, you're highly creative, and I feel that you are working your magic of creativity on a group of people where you can actually connect better, or where you can feel like you belong to a community, where you can just have a good time together and create a support system for you, your family, and other people as well. For some of you, this could be, specifically, I will go into arts because I've seen Pisceans are extremely creative, highly imaginative. You might be actually working on displaying something. Sorry, so what was I saying? I was talking about your artistic endeavors. Yeah, for some of you Pisceans, you could be doing that, having exhibits, or just do it on your own, maybe having a wall that you want to put your art work on. Or you might be participating in community events where there's a lot of art and creativity and DIY projects going on, where everybody can come spend some good time, just have a good laugh with each other. It's like wine and paint kind of a thing where it's getting very popular as a community event. It could be paint as a family or something like that. That's, people learn from each other, get inspired into certain crafts and arts. But if not that, in regards to penguin energy is also about being, a part of large groups and large colonies where, then say it takes a village to raise the young ones. These are penguins that exactly do that. They create the whole village where everybody comes together and they raise the younger ones. They protect, they look out for each other, they cover for each other. So highly loyal as a community as a community animal, right? And I feel that's what you could be doing right now. Maybe you're collaborating with people, maybe there's daycares, or maybe there is like coming together of families, or you live in a place where everybody looks out for each other. Now, another thing that comes to mind for this penguin spirit is about, the doctors, where the Doctors Without Borders, that concept where doctors and people from different kind of backgrounds, when they come together, they have this online clinics or even international Zoom calls or video calls. They come together from different places, and then their purpose is to just serve the people, to give the healing, the care, the rest, the aid that is needed, especially if there is a war zone or something like that, or it could be just across the borders, like having from groups where they just they just come together and there is like a shared purpose. Now this could also be like animal shelters, where people work in animal shelters and selflessly they give off their time, their energy and passion to animal welfare. That's the penguin spirit of, communicate and loyalty. So some of you could be in that as well. But others of you, because this is like, Piscean energy is also spiritual, like meditation or coming together for some art therapies or some kind of spiritual practices or celebrating festivals that connect to the divine, where, you coming together and participating and things like that. This could also be, yeah, I mean, I get a lot of humanitarian causes with this, where you're providing a lot of support. I don't know if you're a humanitarian, you could be doing it for the community, the local people where you live. It could be in any shape or form. Next you have is a passion and pleasure and savor your life. So exactly this is finding joy, having those beautiful experiences. If you look at the picture, there is like everybody's just living in the moment. I don't think it's the sun. I think it's the moon, which looks yellow in the campfire, but it's a nighttime or just at dusk time where people are just having a good time. They're playing instruments, they're dancing around the campfire. Some people are watching, people of all different groups, ages and genders, and could be family, could be community. Then there is this home, which appears to be a log home. So some of you could be into camping and things like that, but just living in the moment and having, enjoying your selves, not over splurging, but just, savoring these beautiful experiences in nature or, just creating something like this. And you could be just going to a park, having picnics, or going to the beach and boating, or just dipping your toes in the water. Some simple things where you're just having a good time and you're there with community. Maybe it doesn't have to be with community, it could be with family as well. Maybe you're having a lot of walks and hikes and, finding pleasure in these things rather than, shopping your heart out or eating your heart out. I feel that, especially when we savor a moment so much, like so deeply, it actually helps our neural pathways, creates positive emotions in our brain. And one step, and once we continuously or consistently, we try to find happiness in the smaller things, we get programmed, our brain gets reprogrammed to find happiness in these things, savor these moments, to feel better, to release on those endorphins that make us feel good. And so even though you might be, in corporate work or doing anything, maybe could be having our own business or working on projects, but when we make time in the middle of all these daily routines and have these beautiful experiences, it's nothing short of mystical. It's like nothing short of being connected to divine. Now, the energy of this passion and pleasure savor your life. This could also be, there's a slow food movement which is originated in Italy, and that's a global initiative that's going on right now where people are appreciating the local food traditions, and they are actually sitting down, eating, talking, and there are a lot of food trucks that are lined up, and they're sitting in between, just feeling part of a community and having a good time, listening to some music, and just people go by observing different cultures. They come together, and just sharing a meal, some talk, some laughs, sitting under the stars and the sky. And these are just the simple pleasures of life, which I feel Pisces at this point in time, you are savoring. And you could be living really mindfully. You could be either going to retreats periodically to detoxify, digitally detoxify, or, just like, in some countries, there's a farm to table new concept where people want to really slow down. They don't want to get distracted digitally all the time with all those calls and, messages and all of that. They want to make time for their own well-being. And well-being includes savoring food, like sitting on the table with the family and friends and inviting them over or spending good time outside. Just these simple moments. So I do feel that you were trying to work something out of this kind. And this could also apply to your work, whether you're in creative arts or regular corporate jobs. You could be in between taking breaks for, maybe Or when you come back home, you could be doing that aromatherapy or sound baths just so that you're able to refresh your body, mind, soul, and all your senses, right? Or you may be doing spas just for your general regular well-being. I feel that you're trying to integrate these practices consciously so that, you're connected to nature. You feel more holistically alive, not just, covering up with makeup looking good, but actually feeling good from the inside. So I do feel that you're trying to do things in which you genuinely are finding satisfaction and pleasure, whether it's, helping people or humanitarian efforts or just doing your own life in a way that makes you feel more grounded, more connected, and more holistic every day so that you don't feel burnt out. Next you have is the celestial gatekeeper. Timing is critical, number 7. 7 is a blessed number. And I feel that there is some opportunity, some path which is opening for you, Pisces. I feel that, this eagle looks to me like, this powerful figure that's standing right before that doorway, which is like a huge spiritual passage for you. And I feel, sorry about that noise. So here we are with the celestial gatekeeper. So I feel that maybe, like, for example, again, I keep coming back to, like, for example, arts. I don't know, Pisceans. This is my favorite example for you guys. Like, for example, you have a team. The team Pisces that's coming with a exhibition or something that you're creating, right? And it's a big event for you. Now, you need like to work with each other. There needs to be backups. There needs to be swift communication, coordination, talking, answers, backup plans, everything like fast, fast, fast. So swiftness and movement and coordination and everything. So I feel that even though you might be doing it for the first time, but you're not hesitating. You are actually trying to do things on the fly, even if needed. Like maybe something's missing and you're like, on the fly idea, let's do it. And let's go order this, that, and the third. Or something that crops up, maybe different people are coming and they had different demands. And on the fly, you're able to address those. Practically taking it to your team and working it out really fast rather than procrastinating or saying no to clients. So you're trying to work out things like really fast, and that's what tells the universe that you are ready. That's how the universe tests to test. Are you ready or not to handle these kind of exhibitions? And if you are ready, yeah, great. You have that information, how to manage an exhibition now, right? You have so much knowledge that you can do one on your own next time. So you're ready and you are receiving. That's the vibe with the celestial gatekeeper. That timing is right and you're ready to receive it. So you unlock the next level. It's like a video game where you can keep unlocking levels when you're ready to achieve the next one. Now, I also feel that, the energy that comes is, United Nations is the first thing that came to mind, where that was this energy of the celestial gatekeeper, where there was a world war and everybody, they needed to, all the countries to come together to collaborate and come up with laws and policies and procedures so that there is no world war in the future, no wars of this kind, no conflict. So in order for every country to cooperate with each other and, have a working collaboration and having good international relations of the countries amongst themselves, that United Nations moment was the celestial gatekeeper, where now, everything has to go through it so that there is peace in the world, so that there is structure. Similarly, like, when there were civil rights movements, when there's in the civil rights or independence movement, where everybody comes together to create that change, which is so deep and fundamental, right? Whether it's social team, political team, whatever it be, it could be individual, or for you, it could be something like in your own personal life or in your own business, something that a change which is so deep and fundamental and structural. You might be into that right now. You might be creating those fundamental changes in your life or in the company that you work. right? This could also be, celestial gatekeeper is also about timing is critical. So it's like time is of the essence. And I feel that, the sooner you're able to take action, and for that, you have to be very confident in your own abilities and in your own values. And you need to have like a disciplined way or plan to execute whatever you want to do, and without being deluded by expectations or external environmental factors. So I do feel that, and the thing is, now with the Mercury retrograde, there is no room for any kind of miscommunication and mental fog. So taking care of those issues also becomes a priority at this point in time, right? We need that mental clarity. And when we talk, we cannot leave room for any kind of misunderstanding or miscommunication. So I feel that some of you could be working on that, double checking things or calling people up. Did they receive the message or memo or things like that, so that there's no confusion at the end, or people just, don't show up because messages just disappeared or did not get to them. So I also feel that celestial gatekeepers, this is also an energy of eagle, which is like a messenger of God flying high. So looking at things from a broader perspective, from a long-term perspective, on how you can create, how you can give, how you can receive, and, be more connected to your spiritual path and be more authentic. Oh. And the last card for your Pisces you have is the Five of Cups. Traditionally, it's like, there is disappointment and you could be a little unhappy, could be in grief, disappointment, or something like that, highly disappointed. This is a minor arcana. Now, if you look at the picture, yes, there is disappointment. People are looking at each other. They're looking for answers. They're not a very happy vibe here. It's a dark environment. The boy has a cup, the girl has a cup, and there are three cups that are just, fallen down. They're so I feel with this energy, Pisces, like, yes, there is some sort of an emotional loss. You might be feeling disappointment. But instead of like completely giving into that emotion or drowning in those emotions, I feel you need to immediately try to shift your focus onto what is there that, whatever remains of that or whatever remains outside of that. Is it salvageable? I feel it is. Or there is something new coming which you might miss because you're now drawing in sorrow. So I feel that even if some of you might be feeling a little low on emotions, but have that village, that family that you're trying to the community spirit that we just spoke about all along in your reading. You're trying to create some kind of a community, and that's one way to shift your focus to, shift your focus to what good you have, like the community vibes, the people that you can connect with. You working together as a community or in some passion project. So take those positives, have this positive in your life, and try to focus your energy and time into those things that you have going on already. I do feel that there was a setback or something or did not go according to you. There could also have been a little bit of plea for betrayal. But I feel that that's not the only thing that you have in your life, right? There's so much more. There's people that are rooting for you, the people that got your back, and so much that you have achieved and things like that. There's so much to be thankful, grateful, and happy for. It's just that you have to shift what you're thinking about, because, that's the alchemy process. When we turn something negative into positive, it's like, I don't actually know, like in the process of alchemy, the dissolution is dissolving, or dissolution is very much necessary for the coagulation, which means that we have to break down old forms to create new and, better, new refined ones. So I feel that this could be, something that emotionally you need to let go before something really solid you can build on emotionally. I also feel that, this could be related to, because it's water energy and this is your energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, this is water energy. I'm also getting like a tsunami. There's tsunamis in oceans, and once it hits the shore, there's so much of lost at the structure to people, and then nothing to be done about tsunamis except some warnings. But then once it hits the shore and the homes, the people that are impacted, so much, it's like the focus of everybody in the world shifts towards the survivors and what can be done better, what did we learn from it, how can you create better warning systems and things like that. Focus shifts of the whole community, of the whole state, the whole country, the whole world, to rebuild those areas. There is like aid coming in from different places. So yeah, there is a devastation, could be related to something around water, could be near about water, but then the whole world comes together to rebuild something. It could be that kind of energy for you. Pisces, please let me know down in the comments so that I can better connect with the people that are watching, my Amaranth tribe. I can better connect to their energies. If you let me know how these energies manifested or play out in your life. But yes, there is grief. There is a restructured, this rebuilding effort that needs to happen. But people come together, there's a community spirit. We try to save whatever is remained from that tsunami. So it could be that kind of a situation. I hope not. I hope there is no natural calamity, disaster. This was just a random example, but it's something along these lines. And I also feel that this could also be something that you're working on did not take off as you had wanted. Maybe you're planning something, maybe buying a house or buying a certain ancient property. You're starting a business with somebody. Maybe it was a dream of yours and it did not work or it did not do well. Even if maybe you started that project, but it did not do well. So what have you learned from this then? Five of Cups is all about learning the lessons. What can you do better? How can you heal from those losses? I feel that, yes, there is pain in some shape or form, but recognizing how you can heal yourself, whether it's through, going to somebody as a healer or going to your friends, going out with your friends. How can you fight those negativity and negative emotions from your mind, heart, and soul? And also, Five of Cups is an opportunity to create boundaries, because there is someone that, violated your boundaries or they cross the line in some way. So whether it's in your office place, collaborations, or your personal life, I feel that there needs to be those kind of boundaries that people don't take from you and not you give at all. So yes, emotional boundaries need to be there and physical boundaries also for some of you. But I also feel that some of you could be actually fixing things, like, it's like the DIY, repurposing things. It could be that you're into the repurposing industry as well, as coming through very strongly with this. Things that have damaged, you can take it, you can repurpose it, repaint it, or sharpen it, and things like that. People do a lot of these kind of projects. And after it's all done, it's so beautiful. It's completely like new. It's so meaningful, and it's very modern use of it. So you could be into things like that, Pisces. So those were your messages. Hope you enjoyed them. So thank you guys for joining. Please subscribe and hit the like if you enjoyed the content, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye for now.